scratch brass spoon holds 3 drops of brown. Your fingers turn the mug around the groove. I watch the shadows melt across your gown. Embrace myself before you make a move.
The clock upon the counter ticks in place, while silence settles sweet between our hands. I study every line upon your face and feel the sudden shifting of my plans.
My thoughts are heavy with the things I never say,
holding back the rush before the sky turns gray.
I trace the ring of water where your cup was set.
Knowing this is quiet, I will not forget. When your lips curve up before the daylight shows, I feel the cold world soften in the dark. Before the noise of traffic comes and goes, you give my heavy chest a steady spark.
It is just roasted
Beans inside the calm, a simple shift of light across the tile. But everything I needed was the balm of your quiet, unexpected first smile.
Yeah, your thumb glides slowly over ceramic seam. I count the seconds as the dark turns pale. I am caught inside a slow domestic dream, where breathing next to you replaces scale.
No loud confession needed in the room, just amber liquid settling in the cup. The shadow fades like winter into bloom, the moment that your soft eyes look up.
My thoughts are heavy with the things I never say,
Holding back the rush before the sky turns gray.
I trace the ring of water where your cup was set.
Knowing this is quiet, I will not forget. When your lips curve up before the daylight shows, I feel the cold world soften in the dark. Before the noise of traffic comes and goes, you give my heavy chest a steady spark.
It is just roasted
Beans inside the calm, a simple shift of light across the tile. But everything I needed was the balm of your quiet, unexpected first smile.
I used to think that love was built in sound,
In sudden declarations, loud and clear.
but watching how you stir the liquid round,
I find the deepest truth is sitting here.
a tiny gesture changing how I feel.
No words required to make the story real. When your lips curve up before the daylight shows, I feel the cold world soften in the dark. Before the noise of traffic comes and goes, you give my heavy chest a steady spark.
It is just roasted
Beans inside the calm, a simple shift of light across the tile. But everything I needed was the balm of your quiet, unexpected first smile.
The brass spoon rests beside the saucer now.
The amber light bleeds softly through the frame.
I watch you take a breath and wonder how
Two curved lips could gently say my name.
just warm foam and your smile.
Just sitting here a while. Air brakes hiss against the damp pavement outside. down by my side, watching the quiet morning shadows pass. The coast is only 2 blocks to the south. I see the tired tension on your face. No need to put a fake smile on your mouth. Just rest your hands right here and take your space. The sea wind catches in the open door, bringing the salt into the roasted steam. We don't need to overthink it anymore, or try to fix what isn't what it seemed. I got 2 hot mugs waiting at the table, one for your heavy heart, one for mine. We can sit right here as long as we are able, letting the salty breeze take its own time. You don't have to carry every single load. Just pour a little sugar, let the world unfold. A bakery van backs up along the curb, beeping soft against the early chill. You trace the rim of pottery without a word, holding your breath until the room grows still. I know the city burnt you out last night, trying to satisfy everybody else. So let the ocean air wash back the light and help you get acquainted with yourself. The sea wind catches in the open door, waking the sleepy warmth inside the frame. We don't need to hurry anymore. No one here is calling out your name. I got 2 hot mugs waiting at the table, one for your heavy heart, one for mine. We can sit right here as long as we are able, letting the salty breeze take its own time. You don't have to carry every single load. Just pour a little sugar, let the world unfold. Listen to the gulls up high above the pier, mixing with the hum of passing wheels. Nothing that you lost can touch us here. Nothing matters except how this moment feels. Take a slow sip, look me in the eye. We have the whole ocean right nearby. Tires roll slow down the coastal avenue. Steam keeps rising off the dark ceramic rim. I am just glad to share this hour with you. Let the breeze come in. Let the breeze come in.
Toasted cardamom flows through the narrow doorway, mixing with damper from the outdoor planters. She sits with her boots pulled up on the wooden rung of the high chair.
Across the small round oak top, he untangles his headphone cord, watching the drizzle coat the glass. Neither of them feels the need to rush the quiet space stretching between them.
He points at the foam ring fading inside his cup.
She laughs softly, ducking her chin into her oversized knit scarf.
The low sub bass from the corner speaker hums gently through the floorboards,
and the conversation finds its natural, easy rhythm again.
They built a
little sanctuary out of 50-degree air and slow hours, holding warmth in 4 hands while the season turns gray.
No promises written down,
just the murmur of voices and rising steam, finding every smile
Rich and freshly ground beans grows heavier as a barista starts another batch.
He tells a rambling story about his sister's broken record player from the 90s.
She keeps her fingers wrapped around the glazed clay, nodding along in time,
noticing how the dim amber light
catches the side of his coat collar.
He pauses mid-phrase to check if she is still listening.
She tilts her head,
finishing his sentence before he can find the word.
the low sub bass from the corner speaker hums gently through the floorboards,
and the rest of the evening traffic turns into soft background. Build a little sanctuary out of 50-degree air and slow hours, holding warmth in four hands while the season turns gray.
no promises written down,
Just a murmur of voices and rising steam, finding every small reason to stay right here until the overhead lights turn low.
It is the third time this week they have ended up
In this corner booth,
no heavy declarations, no complicated drama to unravel tonight.
just two dark jackets hanging together on a single coat hook,
In the quiet comfort of cinnamon,
lingering long after the doors close. They built a little sanctuary out of 50-degree air and slow hours, holding warmth in four hands while the season turns gray.
no promises written down,
Just the murmur of voices and rising steam, finding every small reason to stay right here until the overhead lights turn low.
the amber street lamps outside flick on one by one.
She drains the last drop from her ceramic mug,
He pulls his coat off the rack,
and they step into the cool street together, leaving the corner table warm for the next pair. A sudden realization drops into the quiet space between us. The stillness had been holding every breath we didn't take. Ice cubes settle slow in sweet and dark tea glasses, while golden hour shadows slant across the floorboards. You rest your cheek against your open palm, watching dust motes drift like amber fireflies. The radio is humming muted jazz 2 rooms away, and everything is waiting on the word I haven't said. The city noise is softening behind the velvet curtains. The sky turns lavender along the river edge. We've been running from the obvious all afternoon, but warmth is settling down in every quiet corner. Let the dust come easy on this hardwood floor. We don't need to hurry toward the open door. There's a gentle rhythm in the way you breathe, in the quiet language that you speak to me. 2 shadows lean until they turn to one, right here where the simple things get done. Yeah, your fingers trace the rim of amber glass. The streetlight catches copper in your hair. A breeze moves through the half-open window screen, carrying the scent of rain from 3 blocks over. You smile real soft and shift your weight a little closer, leaving barely any space for doubt to linger. The city noise is softening behind the velvet curtains. The sky turns lavender along the river edge. We've been running from the obvious all afternoon, but warmth is settling down in every quiet corner. Let the dust come easy on this hardwood this one place.
Where does the heat go when it leaves the rim of a paper cup? I'm staring at a streak of gray water sliding down the glass pane. My thumb presses hard against the ribbed cardboard sleeve. Someone outside just dropped a black umbrella and laughed into the downpour. I wonder if they know how quiet it feels on this side of the glass, or if my coffee is cooling down faster than my pulse. The knit sweater on my forearms feels heavier now. The whole cafe smells like dark roast and wet wool coats. My mind jumps from tomorrow's rent to the way you held your keys, then back to the sound of tires splashing through a deep puddle on 3rd. I'm sitting right here, watching the rain draw maps on the outside world, taking a slow sip while my thoughts tangle up and unfurl. Nothing is settled, but everything feels balanced in the gray. Just steam rising up, drifting off, floating away. Why do vintage synth tracks always play in spots like this? An amber neon sign blinks twice, reflecting in my dark espresso phone. I count 3 taxis turning left without signaling. My phone screen stays pitch black, face down on a folded napkin. It feels soft having nothing to reply to for an hour. Just the low hum of the grinder and the storm keeping everybody trapped inside. The knit sweater on my forearms feels heavier now. The whole cafe smells like dark roast and wet wool coats. My mind jumps from tomorrow's rent to the way you held your keys, then back to the sound of tires splashing through a deep puddle on 3rd. I'm sitting right here, watching the rain draw maps on the outside world, taking a slow sip while my thoughts tangle up and unfurl. Nothing is settled, but everything feels balanced in the gray. Just steam rising up, drifting off, floating away. If I stay frozen for 20 minutes, maybe the afternoon resets itself. My knuckles press cold glass when I lean forward to watch the curve. There is a tiny oak leaf glued to the window pane, fighting the water stream. Why do we try so hard to cling to things designed to slide down? I'm sitting right here, watching the rain draw maps on the outside world, taking a slow sip while my thoughts tangle up and unfurl. Nothing is settled, but everything feels balanced in the gray. Just steam rising up, drifting off, floating away. The cup is almost empty now. 2 water droplets merge into one heavy line. Where did the heat go? It just drifted into the room. Heavy cast iron legs sink deep into the kitchen floor, anchoring you to that corner by the alley door. You sit there with your shoulders curled up tight, counting out copper coins to pay for tomorrow's light. I wish I could reach across 10 years of space and pull the tension from your tired face. You think every bill is a judgment on your worth, carrying the heaviest chair on the earth. You force down black coffee just to feel adult and brave, swallowing the bitterness of every dollar saves. But look at this warm mug resting in my palm, brewed in a kitchen filled with morning calm. Here is a cup of hope for the kid who couldn't sleep, thinking every broken dream was a vow you had to
roll twice before you lie down, scared that the city might pull your small world down. Wearing that frayed denim jacket like a shield, waiting for a miracle that hasn't been revealed. If you could see me sitting in this soft amber glow, you'd drop all the worries that you used to hold. None of that panic was ever wasted time. It just taught me how to treasure what is mine. You forced down black coffee just to prove that you were tough, believing that suffering was how you gained enough. But grace is the steam rising gently to the air, proving you were always worthy of soft care. Here is a cup of hope for the kid who couldn't sleep, thinking every broken dream was a vow you had to keep. Take a slow breath now, let your knuckles rest. The future isn't heavy like a young heart guessed. You are gonna make it through the darkest room and bloom right on time. Yes, you're gonna bloom. I know your pockets are empty and your mind is full of noise. You feel so out of place inside your own quiet voice, but every quiet tear you tried so hard to hide was watering the garden growing deep inside. Don't rush the midnight hour, don't fear the long steep hill. I am living proof that the storm settles still. Lean back against the seat, set the weight down low. The coffee in your hand is warmer than you know. You did well, 19, you fought through the dark. I am drinking to the fire started by a star. Set the heavy chair down, it is safe to rest now.
Amber rays cut straight through the birch leaves, filtering down onto your linen spread. I didn't mean to crowd your corner of the lawn, but my dog slipped his lead and headed straight for your bread.
You just laugh and say, sit down a second. There's way too much melon for one person anyway.
And suddenly the park fades to a background blur, to strangers talking like we're old friends on a Sunday.
You pass a glass of cold brewed elderflower tea, asking if I live somewhere down near the bay. We're setting up a picnic in the middle of the afternoon, sharing stories while the shade starts to slide. You tell me how you moved here just a month ago, looking for a place where the tempo stays wide.
I say the city gets quiet if you know where to sit,
Right here under honey-colored light where we fit.
try the sourdough you offer with a quiet nod. My roommate baked 3 loaves before she went away.
I break off a piece, feeling the butter melting slow, listening to you talk about your work in textile clay.
You ask me what I do when I am not chasing hounds,
And I tell you about the vinyl records I collect by the sound.
and the park remains a quiet sanctuary.
Two strangers untangling the rhythm of our weeks,
You lean back against a pillow made of cotton thread,
finding the precise words whenever your voice speaks. We're setting up a picnic in the middle of the afternoon, sharing stories while the shade starts to slide. You tell me how you moved here just a month ago, looking for a place where the tempo stays wide.
I say the city gets quiet
If you know where to sit, fit.
Maybe we won't see each other after 5 o'clock.
Oh, maybe this is how a brand new story starts to grow.
You hand me half an orange slice
And smile at the breeze,
saying,
isn't it funny how the fast world slows?
I nod and watch the grass turn emerald and deep.
A simple little afternoon I think I'll keep. Thanks for the melon, I say as I pack up my leash.
You wave a hand and say,
Come back next Saturday at 3. Under the warm glow that lingers on the field, a stranger turned a sunny park into a memory. You said yesterday that spring always arrives too fast, like a secret someone dropped while walking past. There is a pale pink leaf stuck in your sneaker grid, and a paper cup with lipstick where the rim was hid. A line of ants avoiding where the syrup spilled, and 5 stray petals resting on a blue hybrid. I ain't keeping track of everything you do not notice. The way the afternoon light tries to lose its focus. A sudden gust of wind that makes the branches bend. A tiny quiet moment that I never wanna end. Cherry blossom memories floating down the lane. A soft pink shadow falling right across the train. You brush a stray stem off your cotton sleeve. It is the sweetest kind of magic, I believe. Every little detail that you leave behind is standing still inside my mind. There is a dry smudge of pollen on your denim seam, and the street lamp hums like it is waking from a dream. 2 kids on bicycles riding through the scattered bloom. Warm air filling up every single empty room. Your wristwatch is running 3 minutes behind the clock, and the retriever sits patient at the end of the block. I'm keeping track of everything you do not notice. The way the afternoon light tries to lose its focus. A sudden gust of wind that makes the branches bend. A tiny quiet moment that I never wanna end. Cherry blossom memories floating down the lane. A soft pink shadow falling right across the train. You brush a stray stem off your cotton sleeve. It is the sweetest kind of magic, I believe. Every little detail that you leave behind is standing still inside my mind. We do not need a picture frame to keep the view, just the way the petals land in front of you. A half-eaten pastry on a green park bench, a gentle pause inside the afternoon tension. I see every piece of how this day was made, long before the season starts to fade. You said yesterday that spring always arrives too fast. Now I am holding on to every petal while it lasts. Pale pink on the pavement, soft wind on your face. Every small observation in its rightful place.
Coarse woven cotton catches on my thumb as I pull this faded throat down from the shelf.
The rough ribbon of the hem feels cool and dry, pulling me out of the present and myself.
I press my palm against the heavy weave. It's
brown terry cloth and salt-crusted seams. I remember how you wrapped it around your frame.
We watched the boardwalk lights turn on at 6
and carved our initials like an ancient claim.
Your skin
Tasted sweet like citrus tea.
Your hair was stiffened by the ocean wind.
I hold the fabric to my face real slow, tracing where the memories begin.
A
Sudden flash of golden afternoon.
I feel the ghost of sea mist on my collar.
You were laughing through the crashing blue,
Chasing light we knew we couldn't scholar.
we were tangled in the midday heat, bare feet sinking where the foam broke clear.
You leaned in close and
Whispered low words the tide was never meant to hear.
now I am standing in a
Hallway miles away,
but holding this thread brings back that summer day.
Years can smooth the edges off a place, and rain can wash the footprints off the shore.
But texture holds what time tries to erase, reopening the lock upon the door.
I feel the rhythm of your breathing now.
Stuck inside the weave of what we found.
We were tangled in the midday heat, bare feet sinking where the foam broke clear.
You leaned in close and
Whispered low words the tide was never meant to hear.
now I am standing in a
Hallway miles away,
but holding this thread brings back that summer day.
coarse woven cotton in my static hands,
Still smelling like the water and the sand.
this cotton knows your name.
It knows your name.
"7:20 blinks against the bedroom wall, before the city traffic starts to call. I close my eyes and trace a distant scene, a timber cabin wrapped in quiet green, a hidden doorway carved in heavy wood, where we will stand the way I know we should. No train horns cutting through the early air, just damp soil sent along the mossy stairs. I picture how your favorite mug will rest right beside my hand upon the chest. We will open up a cafe in the pine, pouring dark roasted drip when the light aligns. Raindrops falling soft on a slanted roof, living out the days where we need no proof. Just the whisper of the tall trees blowing slow in a quiet forest refuge where we go. 8 o'clock will come for everyone out there, but we'll be counting shadows in the cool fog air. I see you grinding beans beneath the glass skylight, while early autumn clouds turn soft and white. 2 wooden chairs beside an iron stove, a corner built of everything we loved. No notifications flickering on a screen, just hemlock branches in a muted green. I picture how your smile is gonna look, reading paper pages from a worn out book. We will open up a cafe in the pine, pouring dark roasted drip when the light aligns. Raindrops falling soft on a slanted roof, living out the days where we need no proof. Just the whisper of the tall trees blowing slow in temperature warm inside my chest. A simple morning where our heartbeats finally rest. We will open up a cafe in the pine, pouring dark roasted drip when the light aligns. Raindrops falling soft on a slanted roof, living out the days where we need no proof. Just the whisper of the tall trees blowing slow in a quiet forest refuge where we go. 7:21, the alarm goes off today, but I already know where we are gonna stay. Ground coffee aroma in the evergreen space. Someday soon, our quiet place. A silver taste, strainer rests beside my mug, trapping small bits of crushed dark leaf inside its mesh. Outside the window, amber oak leaves drift down slow, and I watch the steam twist into the cool room air. I keep my hands wrapped around this pottery glaze. It keeps my thoughts from wandering too far back to you. Or maybe it just holds me right here where I sit. The weather turning means we buy heavier coats. It means the cafe doors close tighter against the draft. I count the seconds between taking a warm sip and letting out the breath I didn't know I held. October settles down like velvet on the floor. I sit alone with dark roast and a quiet pulse. The leaves fall, but I am standing still tonight, learning how to feel complete without your touch. Warm coffee in my hand, gold shadows on the wall. I find a gentle peace in watching autumn fall. A paper napkin sits folded beneath my cup, marked by a faint wet ring of brown that dries away. The barista changes the playlist to slow soul, and the rhythm hums through the wooden tabletop. I used to think November was a lonely month, a long transition toward the bitter winter frost. But sitting in this light, I see the beauty in the slow decay of things that had their season once. The air outside is crisp enough to see your breath. People walk fast past the glass with collars pulled up high. I take another sip and let the spice coat my tongue, feeling the heat spread down into my tired chest. October settles down like velvet on the floor. I sit alone with dark roast and a quiet pulse. The leaves fall, but I am standing still tonight, learning how to feel complete without your touch. Warm coffee in my hand, gold shadows on the wall. I find a gentle peace in watching autumn fall. There is no rush to fix what ended months ago. The trees do not complain when branches lose their weight. They simply let go, trusting in the coming spring. And maybe that is how my heart will learn to heal. One mug at a time, one quiet afternoon. I let the memory of your laughter fade away. A silver tea strainer resting on the pine. The steam grows thin now, cooling in the glass. Red leaves on pavements outside the low front door. I take my final drink and gently set it down. I am okay right here, just me and autumn, softly turning page by page. matchy clock echoing up against your apartment door. You shake the frost right off your woolen coat, drop your wet boots onto the hallway floor. I set 2 mugs down by the brick hearth edge, watching the embers start to catch the pine. You took the subway clear across the town, just to trade these winter tales of yours for mine. Outside the city keeps on freezing over, wind blowing sharp against the alley wire. But inside here the room is turning golden, the moment that you pull up to the fire. Tell me the story about the year you left, the one you never finished in the spring. Let the cedar smoke wash out the icy chill, listen to the heavy iron grate sing. We have got all night while the storm rolls through, nothing to prove and nowhere else to be. Just your voice floating soft above the glowing ash, keeping the cold away from you and me. You trace the crack along your ceramic cup, laughing at the way we used to overthink. Remember back when 22 felt huge, standing on the edge of some dark precipice brink. Now the orange light paints your weary face, softening every hard edge from the weak. I listen close to every word you say, finding all the comfort in the truth you speak. Outside the city keeps on freezing over, wind blowing sharp against the alley wire. But inside here the room is turning golden, the moment that you pull up to the fire. Tell me the story about the year you left, the one you never finished in the spring. Let the cedar smoke wash out the icy chill, listen to the heavy iron grate sing. We have got all night while the storm rolls through, nothing to prove and nowhere else to be. Just your voice floating soft above the glowing ash, keeping the cold away from you and me. Years stack up like wood beside the hearth, some burn too fast and some smoke until they light. But sitting with a friend who knows your whole dark past makes every quiet shadow feel alright. Tell me the story about the year you left, the one you never finished in the spring. Let the cedar smoke wash out the icy chill, listen to the heavy iron grate sing. We have got all night while the storm rolls through, nothing to prove and nowhere else to be. Just your voice floating soft above the glowing ash, keeping the cold away from you and me. The street below grows quiet in the drift, the logs break down into a humble red glow. Keep talking, my friend, until the night runs out. We have nowhere else we need to go. Brand Tiny drift and sweet night jasmine fill the space between their shoulders. Maya kicks off both her sneakers where the boardwalk ends in stone. Marcus checks his phone display and slides it deep inside his pocket. The Pacific hums below them, turning black to molten chrome. Neither speaks about the city or the morning trains to catch. They just watch the water shimmer at the edges of the sand. She leans into his shoulder like a secret held too long. He traces gentle patterns on the back of her left hand. The low bass from the boardwalk club is fading out of reach. Just moonlight spilling quiet down the stretch of empty beach. They walk along the water while the ocean turns to glass. Every gentle ripple catches silver as it rolls. Nothing needs explaining when the tide is coming in. They leave their heavy winter worries deep inside the cold, holding on to moonlight by the sea. Just two silhouettes where shadows used to be. Her denim jacket carries traces of cedar and sea mist. He turns his collar up against the midnight coastal breeze. The lighthouse sweeps a pale white eye across the cresting foam. She laughs at how the wet sand sticks like velvet to her knees. He matches step for step with her, a slow rhythm in the dark. No rushing toward the future when the moment feels this clear. She leans into his shoulder like a secret held too long. He pulls her a little closer as the foam runs through their toes. The tide washes their footprints out, but neither seems to mind. That is just the way the midnight story goes. They walk along the water while the ocean turns to glass. Every gentle ripple catches silver as it rolls. Nothing needs explaining when the tide is coming in. They leave their heavy winter worries deep inside the cold, holding on to moonlight by the sea. Just two silhouettes where shadows used to be. 5 years of playing cautious and living by the clock, dissolve into the dark sky where the sea haze meets the air. He reaches out and tucks a stray strand back behind her ear. The night pulls down a curtain on the world beyond the bay. For 30 quiet minutes, nothing else exists out there. They walk along the water while the ocean turns to glass. Every gentle ripple catches silver as it rolls. Nothing needs explaining when the tide is coming in. They leave their heavy winter worries deep inside the cold, holding on to moonlight by the sea. Just two silhouettes where shadows used to be. The moon hangs high and heavy like a pearl upon the tide. Their fingers stay entangled as the dark begins to fade. Maya turns to smile at him beneath the pale blue glow. Two shadows on the shoreline where the silver water lay. Barefoot tracks beside the tide, moonlight by the sea. Absolute quiet holds the tide until a sudden memory strikes. The Pacific lies like liquid glass under Orion's silver spikes. Low bass chimes roll off the speaker, resting by our folded jackets. Cool dark salt air fills the space between the quiet breaking brackets. You sit leaning back against the drift log, warmed by 50 winter. Starlight scatters on the foam in tiny iridescent splinters. The dark blue ceiling opens up, stretching out for miles, reflecting every spark above across your quiet smiles. The low tide pulls tracing the patterns in the velvet skylight. Warm wind passing through the dark shore palms, holding you steady in the evening calm. Sparks on the water where the deep sea gleams, drifting together in a world of dreams. Luminescence flickers in the shore break like a hidden signal. Ambient warmth plays softly from a phone along the trestle. Distant cargo ship lights crawl across the far horizon line. Your shoulder rests in natural balance right alongside mine. Dark indigo stretches clear from east to west without a cloud. The ocean speaks in whispers while the rest of life was loud. The dark blue ceiling opens up, stretching out for miles, reflecting every spark above across your quiet smiles. The low tide pulls the black water clean, highlighting the prettiest sight I've ever seen. Look at the stars above the ocean tonight, tracing the patterns in the velvet skylight. Warm wind passing through the dark shore palms, holding you steady in the evening calm. Sparks on the water where the deep sea gleams, drifting together in a world of dreams. Soft silver light on an open deck, glowworm trails on a wooden neck. Every constellation floating in the tide below matches how your quiet laughter starts to overflow. In this wide expanse where the earth meets space, nothing matters more than this peaceful place. Dark water glowing under silver skies, reflecting all the universe inside your eyes. Stars above the ocean, quiet and deep. This is a night we get to keep.
How many years does salt take to eat through iron? My jacket smells like creosote and diesel exhaust.
Red navigation lanterns blink once every 3 seconds, matching the slow pulse beneath my collarbone.
I counted 12 tugboats docked along the pier, the shadows stretching out like dark velvet ribbons across the channel. You said you would text when the flight landed,
but the phone screen stays dark while the tide hums softly. Water slaps the black hull of an oil tanker. Amber street lights spill yellow ink over the ripples, and my thoughts keep turning in circles like a propeller idling in place. Are we holding on or just resting at anchor?
the harbor lights
Flicker across the dark harbor bay, stretching gold threads over cold black water.
I watch the
Mast lights swaying in the midnight wind, wondering where your thoughts are drifting right now. Warm neon glows from the fish market down the quay, and I am floating somewhere between staying and letting go, guided by harbor lights at night.
The stray cat walks the edge of the rusty dock cleats.
I pocket my hands, feeling a forgotten folded receipt.
The air carries salt, crushed ice, and roasted peanuts from the lake kiosk. Is it weird how peace feels heavy when you are alone?
A container crane moves slowly in the distant sky. Its orange boom cutting through low-lying mist like an arm reaching out. I remember the way your shoulder felt against mine in October. Water slaps the black hull of an oil tanker. Amber street lights spill yellow ink over the ripples, and my thoughts keep turning in circles circles like a propeller, idling in place. Are we holding on or just resting at anchor? The harbor lights flicker across the dark harbor bay, stretching gold threads over cold black water. I watch the mast lights swaying in the midnight wind, wondering where your thoughts are drifting right now. Warm neon glows from the fish market down the quay, and I am floating somewhere between staying and letting go, guided by harbor lights at night. The ferry horn sounds twice, low and vibrating in my chest, shaking loose every quiet word I never said out loud. The water does not ask where the current goes, it just moves with the pull of the moon. Maybe I do not need a map or a destination, just the green and red beacons pointing out toward the open sea. Green beacon blinking off the breaker wall, red light shimmering in the quiet foam. How long do reflections stay after the ship sails away? Harbor lights at night. Harbor lights, still waiting for your reply. Solid cedar chair presses heavy on the porch boards, high above the valley where the city north dissolved. I am sitting with a mug in both hands, wrapped real tight, thinking back to who you were in 2025. You were working 2 jobs just to cover tiny rooms, scared that every small mistake was a permanent shadow. If I could reach through the concrete and glass, I tell you the panic's going to pass. The air up here is cool and sweet, and peace isn't something you have to compete for. So take a deep breath, kid, you make it out fine. The mountain breeze washes the dirt from your mind. You're standing up high where the pine branches sway. All of that heavy weight melts right away. I wish you could see how the horizon opens wide. You're gonna be happy on the other side. Remember when you thought that you were running out of time, staring at the ceiling while the sirens rolled on by. You thought love was something you had to beg to receive, and you never trusted quiet enough to just breathe. Now the ridgeline is painted in velvet and green, and the wind through the timber is gentle and clean. So take a deep breath, kid, you make it out fine. The mountain breeze washes the dirt from your mind. You're standing up high where the pine branches sway. All of that heavy weight melts right away. I wish you could see how the horizon opens wide. You're gonna be happy on the other side. It took a long climb, a few wrong turns on the road, learning how to put down every bag you ever towed. Now the sun hits the summit and colors the sky, and I'm writing these lines to the kid who survived. So take a deep breath, kid, you make it out fine. The mountain breeze washes the dirt from your mind. You're standing up high where the pine branches sway. All of that heavy weight melts right away. I wish you could see how the horizon opens wide. You're gonna be happy on the other side. The cedar chair holds me steady and slow. You made it up here, I just wanted you Just let the wind wash over you. Tonight you're gonna be alright.
Apricot
glow spills over the lemonade and menu in my hands. You look up from your paper cup and laugh at how the toaster lands.
I ask you if the oat milk steamer is loud. You say it sounds like rain inside a cloud.
We both laugh easy at the counter stool. Just two early risers breaking every rule.
You say you never come down here this early.
I say I only came because I could not sleep.
Suddenly the air feels sweet and pearly.
A simple golden secret that we get to keep. It is a beautiful start to a random day.
Finding a friendly voice with so much to say.
We are just strangers sipping coffee in the bright soft yellow, watching the city warm up, easy and mellow. Fresh light coming through the open door. I never knew a conversation could mean so much more.
I pass the brown sugar across the lemonade top.
You tell me where you work down near the train stop.
I tell you about my dog back in my small place,
and how the early hours give us so much space.
you're not alone like you have known me for a year.
There is no hurry now, there is no fear.
You say you never come down here this early.
I say I only came because I could not sleep.
Suddenly the air feels sweet and pearly.
A simple golden secret that we get to keep. It is a beautiful start to a random day. Finding a friendly voice with so much to say. We are just strangers sipping coffee in the bright soft yellow, watching the city warm up, easy and mellow. Fresh light coming through the open door. I never knew a conversation could mean so much more.
Maybe we will never cross paths after 8.
Maybe this moment was just luck or fate. Sharing a smile while the shadows turn gold is the kind of simple happiness I wanna hold. You grab your coat and say it was nice to meet. Walking out with lighter steps onto the street. Pale apricot fading into brighter white. Thanks for the talk in the early light. A fresh start waiting right outside the glass. Have a good day as the minutes pass. Have a good day. Yesterday you promised that 4 o'clock always brings a quiet sort of patience. Now the ice is melting in your cold brew glass, leaving rings of sweat across the wooden desk. Your left sock has a tiny pulled thread at the heel. A single green leaf drops from the ficus tree. Your phone screen blinks once with a low power prompt, and you kick your canvas shoes onto the rug. Every small detail stays in soft focus. Nothing needs to hurry through this room. across the blue. It's a sweet afternoon together, just watching how the shadow reaches the doorway. The old radiator hums its steady bassline. Your thumb traces the seam along my sleeve. We don't need a single big event, just the way your shoulder rests on mine, and the slow, easy breathing of the light. There's a silver fork balanced on a paper plate, one corner of lemon cake remaining. You keep tapping your pen 3 times on your knee, a habit you only show when you are calm. Outside, a yellow bicycle coasts down the alley. A distant dog barks twice and then goes still. You unclasp your silver chain and drop it on the saucer, the metal clicking softly on the rim. Every small detail stays in soft focus. Nothing needs to hurry through this room. I count 3 faint freckles on your left wrist and watch the dust motes drift across the blue. It's a sweet afternoon together, just watching how the shadow reaches the doorway. The old radiator hums a steady bassline. Your thumb traces the seam along my sleeve. We don't need a single big event, just the way your shoulder rests on mine, and the slow, easy breathing of the light. The speaker battery light flashes amber. The music fades to silence in the air. I notice how your sweater smells like cedar and fresh rain, and the quiet feels complete without a sound. Your paper tea bag tag hangs off the ceramic edge. 3 p.m. turn to 4 without a word. You close your open notebook and lean back into me. Just a sweet afternoon, just these small things we keep. Rough ribbon, it hangs loose around my wrist as I trace the armrest in the half-light. This warm fabric brings back every word we missed before the clock turned past midnight. You were leaning back with your ankles crossed, unwinding every defense you kept all day, finding words that never got lost. Even after the music began to fade away, it was a slow slide into honest ground. No heavy noise, just a quiet sound. You took a breath and softened your tone, making the crowded world feel like home. We talked until the street lights hummed alone, trading stories in the register so low. Every secret sound is safe inside that tone, with nowhere else we had to go. Just a gentle conversation in the dark, a steady ember holding every spark. I remember how your hands moved in the air, explaining things you never tell a soul. The tea went lukewarm while we rested there, watching the evening slowly take control. You laughed once soft against your chin, a sound that settled deep into my chest. That was the moment I let you in, setting down the worries I possessed. It was a slow slide into honest ground, no heavy noise, just a quiet sound. You took a breath and softened your tone, making a crowded world feel like home. We talked talked until the street lights hummed along, trading stories in a register so low. Every secret sound is safe inside that tone. With nowhere else we had to go, just a gentle conversation in the dark, a steady ember holding every spark. Rough rib knit under my fingertips, your quiet words still on my lips. Gentle evening, soft and slow, the warmest place I will ever know. 6:43, glow soft in digital green. I project us forward through a clear glass screen to a corner table 6 Novembers from today, where the steam rises slow while we choose what to say. You'll be holding an oat milk latte in your right hand. I'll be tracing the ring mark left on the laminate stand. Neither of us will mention the bags beside the door, or the right chair waiting down on the lobby floor. I know we are fine in the present right now, but my mind builds a scene of the end somehow. A small ceramic cup sitting cold between 2 palms, just a quiet ritual before the quiet breaks our calms. And we will drink that coffee slow before goodbye, watching city traffic stream under a pale gray sky. No bitter words, no sudden rush to turn and run, just warm espresso lingering. When the story is done, I can feel that future morning like it's already here, taking one last swallow as the distance draws near. You will wear the heavy coat with the missing button seam, and I'll pretend I'm paying full attention to the cream. We'll talk about the weather just to keep the timer clean. 13 minutes left before you step into the stream. I can see the steam reflecting off your lower lip, the quiet pause you take before you take the final sip. It's strange how I can miss a moment that hasn't arrived. The bittersweet scenario my heart has engineered and survived. I know we are solid in the room where we stand, but I'm already tasting the pour over in my hand. Small ceramic cup sitting cold between 2 palms, just a quiet ritual before the quiet breaks our calms. And we will drink that coffee slow before goodbye, watching city traffic stream under a pale gray sky. No bitter words, no sudden rush to turn and run, just warm espresso lingering. When the story is done, I can feel that future morning like it's already here, taking one last swallow as the distance draws near. Maybe it's a protection mechanism in my brain to practice how to love you right before the final train. To smell the roasted beans and know we made it to the end, not as enemies, not as strangers, but as something more than friends. When the counter clerk calls out a number for the road, we'll set our empty mugs down and release the heavy load. And we will drink that coffee slow before goodbye, watching city traffic stream under a pale gray sky. No bitter words, no sudden rush to turn and run, just warm espresso lingering. When the story is done, I can feel that future morning like it's already here, taking one last swallow as the distance draws near. 6:43 on the clock on the shelf, I pull you closer now and keep the future to myself. Drink your coffee fresh while the mug is still hot. Love you in the present whether we are ready or not, just a warm cup in the future waiting on the countertop. porcelain coaster holds my cup, painted with 4 faded green leaves. I trace the hairline fracture in the blue glaze, thinking back to how July felt against your shoulder. We moved from ocean air into heavy frost, and my chest didn't change its rhythm once. The air turns crisp outside our window frame. The city swaps its linen for heavy wool. I watch you sleeping with your hand across the quilt, and every subtle shift feels beautiful. Autumn pulls the color off the trees. Winter brings the quiet to the street. Spring returns to melt the stubborn ice. Summer brings the dusk and golden heat. Through every turn of the planetary wheel, I am sitting right here, loving what is real. Your boots leave salt trails near the entryway, but last month it was sand on the cedar floor. I keep a quiet mental log of how you take your tea when the frost creeps high on the patio door. You swap your iced brew for a steam-heavy pour, and I just fall a little bit more. The shadows stretch across the bedside rug. The calendar turns over without a sound. I pull the heavier blanket up to your neck, knowing exactly where my heart is bound. Autumn pulls the color off the trees. Winter brings the quiet to the street. Spring returns to melt the stubborn ice. Summer brings the dusk and golden heat. Through every turn of the planetary wheel, I am sitting right here, loving what is real. Some people fear the sudden change of the light, the cold snap that cuts through October nights. But I have seen you in the midday sun, and I have seen you when the year is done. There isn't a temperature that changes us. There isn't a season I don't trust. Autumn pulls the color off the trees. Winter brings the quiet to the street. Spring returns to melt the stubborn ice. Summer brings the dusk and golden heat. Through every turn of the planetary wheel, I am sitting right here, loving what is real. 4 painted leaves beneath my glass. Another 12 months watching them pass. Still right beside you. Still right beside you. A delivery scooter idles down below, shaking the glass with a steady low hum. I have your old address written down in pen, from back before you learned how to run. You left your spare keys on my side table and said you would text when the flight landed safe. I sat with this blue stationery paper, trying to match every word to your face. I wanted to ask if you found a quiet street, or if the new kitchen stays cold in the rain. I wrote out 3 pages of things I should have said, then put them in a drawer to avoid the pain. This envelope is folded 3 times over, addressed to a place where you used to stay. I keep the honest truth right here beside me, because some feelings lose their strength along the way. You are still my favorite midnight caller, the one person who knew me before the noise. I never sent the letter with my real heart in it. I just kept listening for your voice. The city streetcar screeches on its rails, carrying people to 9 to 5 doors. I wonder if you still drink your tea with honey, or if you buy the cheap kind like before. I wrote about the night we watched the downpour, standing under canvas at the corner store. How I almost told you that I loved you like a brother, and how I almost asked you for something more. I wanted to ask if the air feels lighter there, or if you still carry the weight of this town. I smoothed out the crease where the paper tore, and watched the gray ink settle down. This envelope is folded 3 times over, addressed to a place where you used to stay. I keep the honest truth right here beside me, because some feelings lose their strength along the way. You are still my favorite midnight caller, the one person who knew me before the noise. I never sent the letter with my real heart in it. I just kept listening for your voice. Maybe it is better that it stays unread, safe in a wooden box under my bed. No awkward silences across the distance, no heavy words that cannot be unsaid. We are good at being distant, friends who care, checking in on birthdays just to say we are there. This envelope is folded 3 times over, addressed to a place where you used to stay. I keep the honest truth right here beside me, because some feelings lose their strength along the way. You are still my favorite midnight caller, the one person who knew me before the noise. I never sent the letter with my real heart in it. I just kept listening for your voice. The scooter drives off into the morning traffic. I slipped the blue paper back inside the hood. You do not need to know how much I missed you. Some unsent letters do what they should. Just take care out there, my old friend. Just take care out there.
Damp asphalt and sweet pine wood flow past the bodega door. She steps into the cloudburst with her hands pulled into her sweater. He tries to shield her head with the folded Sunday paper, but the ink bleeds fast and the news turns into water. They stand beneath the rusted drain pipe that starts to overflow, and neither one suggests a place to go. Her canvas shoes are ruined at the heel. His jacket soaks through denim to the skin, yet something in the gray air makes it real before the weather lets the quiet in. There are smiles flashing brighter than the street lamp glow, catching raindrops on their tongues while the traffic stays slow. Every heavy cloud is breaking into sudden light. Two people grinning like the afternoon is doing everything right. No, I'm pushes back her dam, bangs and catches his eye again. A splash from a passing cab leaves a dark streak down his knee.
Instead of pulling back, he jumps right off the curb edge, making a wave that lands right back on her jeans.
She shakes her head and tilts her chin toward the overcast sky,
finding the funny side of getting caught inside the wash. Her canvas shoes are ruined at the heel. His jacket soaks through denim to the skin. Yet something in the gray air makes it real before the weather lets the quiet in. There are smiles flashing brighter than the street lamp glow, catching raindrops on their tongues while the traffic stays slow. Every heavy cloud is breaking into sudden light. Two people grinning like the afternoon is doing everything right. No umbrella pull between them, no reason left to run, just smiles in the rain when the deluge has begun.
The afternoon was planned for polished floors and quiet rooms,
for dry clothes and scheduled stops across the city grid.
The water rewrites every single rule they try to keep,
and washes off the careful shadows that they usually hid. There are smiles flashing brighter than the street lamp glow, catching raindrops on their tongues while the traffic stays slow. Every heavy cloud is breaking into sudden light. Two people grinning like the afternoon is doing everything right. No umbrella pull between them, no reason left to run, just smiles in the rain when the deluge has begun. Damp cotton drying on the diner chair. Later on, two sets of footprints fading off the sidewalk tile. They leave the storm outside the glass and keep the sudden smile, just smiles in the rain. Just smiles in the rain. A quiet realization fractures the stillness, hanging between the balcony glass and the gray floor. You sit with your knees pulled close, watching the fog lift 3 miles offshore. The orange light catches the brim of your coffee cup, painting thin shadows across the wooden railing. We haven't spoken in nearly an hour, just watching the container ships sailing. The tide pulls back a layer of foam, exposing wet rocks and glittering sand. Your thumb traces the edge of your phone while I sketch the distant land. Out where the sea line blurs into lavender sky, there's a place we keep naming in hushed tones. Every blueprint we saved in our minds is taking shape in the morning light alone. Look at that stretch of blue, pulling the future into view, right on the edge of everything we know, where the soft horizon starts to glow. A camera lens reflects the shifting tide, zooming in on the sharp contrast of gold and slate. Your jacket rests loose across your shoulders as we sit here and let the early hour hesitate. Steam rises slowly from the white ceramic, dissolving before it reaches the overhang ceiling. You point to the thin silver ridge on the ocean, saying it's strange how clarity feels like healing. The tide pulls back a layer of foam, exposing wet rocks and glittering sand. Your thumb traces the edge of your phone future into view, right on the edge of everything we know, where the soft horizon starts to glow. A solitary goal cuts through the glare, marking a path through the humid air. No urgent clocks, no crowded subway noise, just the steady breath of two quiet choices. We held those heavy dreams through winter cold. Now watch the golden water unfold, out where the sea line blurs into lavender sky. There's a place we keep naming in hushed tones. Every blueprint we saved in our minds is taking shape in the morning light alone. Look at that stretch of blue, pulling the future into view, right on the edge of everything we know, where the soft horizon starts to glow. The tide rolls in, the silver turns to bright gold. We lean against the frame as the story gets told. Just a skyline waiting out there, just the horizon and open air.
Does the horizon actually exist if nobody stands here to measure the edge?
The sand feels cool beneath my ankles now. Green palm fronds cut through a hazy breeze.
I left my sandals somewhere back at the rental bungalow. My battery went dead 2 days ago.
Or maybe 3 time stretches out like salt water on wood. A tiny blue crab wanders past my heel, and I just watch it go.
My thoughts are drifting past the outer reef.
No notification light,
No endless feet,
just the heavy weight in my shoulders, slowly letting go.
leaving every urgent voice behind in the city center.
Out of range near the channel, watching light refract across the bay. All those unanswered questions fade into blue. Nothing to fix, nothing to prove.
We belong to the
Quiet water now, floating while the world keeps turning around. Just breathing in this warm island air, forgetting why I ever cared.
Did I lock the back door or leave it wide open? It doesn't matter, nobody walks up these dirt trails anyway. Chilled hibiscus tea sloshing in a glass jar, condensation running down my wrist.
I wonder if anyone at the office noticed the empty desk, or if the city just filled the space with someone else. The gentle tide washes over my feet, and the noise in my head finally turns to sleep.
Maybe peace isn't finding a clean resolution.
Maybe it's just letting the question float out to sea.
The trade wind and the tall grass along the dune.
A distant motorboat hums miles off the coast, and I don't need to be anywhere at all.
No schedule calling my name.
No reason to explain. Out of range near the channel, watching light refract across the bay. All those unanswered questions fade into blue. Nothing to fix, nothing to prove. We belong to the quiet water now, floating while the world keeps turning around. Just breathe
chair presses solid into gravel, holding my body right where I need to stay. I'm looking down the purple rose that slowly unravel, thinking of how you used to run from yesterday. You were 21, sleepless in a cramped room, scared that every misstep meant total ruin.
If I could send a letter back through the years, I would wipe away those unnecessary tears.
You are gonna make it to this open space where breathing isn't
Something that you have to chase.
walk through the lavender, darling. Let it go.
You do not have to keep your knuckles white.
Every lost direction and every heavy note
Was bringing us into this purple light.
I promise you the calm
Eventually arrives.
So let your tired mind sleep tonight. The breeze carries honey and late summer heat. Nothing is asking for proof of who you are.
You thought every stumble was permanent defeat, measuring your worth by every single scar.
You wept over voices
That were meant to fade.
unaware of the sanctuary.
Being made. If I could send a letter back through the years, I would wipe away those unnecessary tears.
You are gonna make it to this open space where breathing isn't
Something that you have to chase.
walk through the lavender, darling.
Let it go. You do not have to keep your knuckles white.
Every lost direction and every heavy note
Was bringing us into this purple light.
I promise you the calm
Eventually arrives.
so let your tired mind sleep tonight. The dirt holds our weight without breaking down.
You survived the silence in that lonely town.
Put down the panic you kept in your palm.
The future opens up in endless steady calm,
Solid iron frame,
anchoring the ground.
you are safe now.
Look at what we found.
Rest your hands, the blossom is in bloom. There is always room
To heal inside this room.
yeah. Electric turquoise light washes over the curb, refracting off the windshields down the street. You ask if anyone is sitting on this bench, and set your ice drink down beside my feet.
You point up at the endless stretch of blue, saying it almost looks too bright to be real today. I look up from my phone and meet your eyes, not sure of what I ought to say.
Two strangers sharing 30 minutes of shade,
Watching the vapor trail slowly fade.
You ask me where I'm headed when the clock strikes 2. I say nowhere special, how about you?
Under this blue sky, forever kind of view. We're talking like we've got nothing left to lose. Just a midday pause in the middle of town, where the color never fades and the noise turns down.
You smile at the horizon,
I breathe in the air,
find a simple blue
sky, forever right there.
scared away. You say leaning back against the wooden slat. You tell me you were stuck inside all week until the weather made you drop all that. I tell you about my morning, simple and slow, how I almost stayed inside my apartment room. Now we're watching thin white clouds drift by in the middle of an unexpected afternoon.
Two strangers sharing 30 minutes of shade,
watching the vapor
trail slowly fade. You ask me where I'm headed when the clock strikes 2.
I say nowhere special.
How about you? Under this blue sky, forever kind of view. We're talking like we've got nothing left to lose. Just a midday pause in the middle of town, where the color never fades and the noise turns down. You smile at the horizon, I breathe in the air.
Find a simple
Blue sky, forever right.
Maybe we won't swap numbers or know each other's names. Maybe that's the beauty of a moment unerased. No history to carry, no promise we have to keep. Just the high, bright canopy in the rhythm of the street.
Under this blue sky, forever kind of view. We're talking like we've got nothing left to lose. Just a midday pause in the middle of town, where the color never fades and the noise turns down. You smile at the horizon, I breathe in the air.
Find a simple
Blue sky, forever right there.
electric turquoise fading into midday gold.
You gather up your jacket as the hours unfold.
A quiet night goodbye, a soft take care.
Under a blue sky, forever.
Standing right there. Yeah. Yesterday you claimed the tallest stems will find the light through any broken shade. Now there is a paper bag of raw seeds sitting right beside my phone on the granite counter. A yellow smudge of pollen on your left palm, the faint smell of rain on your denim jacket, a thin line crack in the blue ceramic pot where a green sprout is already pressing through.
I notice how the afternoon catches your ring, how you leave the kitchen blinds halfway drawn.
Nothing stays heavy when you step across the floor.
It is like the whole room resets its angle.
Every bright thing leans your way,
Turning gold before the day is through. In a world that forgets to bloom, I just follow where you point the view.
simple sun on a wooden floor, big yellow petals by the kitchen door. Every bright thing leans your way,
And I am leaning too.
your keys are sitting in the fruit bowl now, beside a half-peeled orange and a grocery receipt. The clock ticks quiet on the north wall while sunlight makes a streak across your wrist. You keep 3 heavy stocks standing in a mason jar, waterline dropping half an inch every hour. A trace of dark soil under your thumbnail proves you spent all morning with the roots.
I notice how the afternoon catches your ring, how you leave the kitchen blinds halfway drawn.
Nothing stays heavy when you step across the floor.
It is like the whole room resets its angle.
Every bright thing leans your way,
Turning gold before the day is through. In a world that forgets to bloom, I just follow where you point the view.
simple sun on a wooden floor, big yellow petals by the kitchen door.
Every bright thing leans your way, and I am leaning too.
We do not need 10 acres of open field,
Just this narrow ledge and 2 glass cups.
you take a picture of a bee on the leaf,
And tell me that the summer is coming up. Every bright thing leans your way, turning gold before the day is through. In a world that forgets to bloom, I just
candles by the kitchen door.
Every bright thing leans your way, and I am leaning too.
Yellow dust on the windowsill,
A coffee cup beside the soil.
you smile and hand me the watering can.
Every bright thing leans your way,
And I am leaning too. Frayed linen threads catch across my knuckles as the window sash slips loose.
A sudden rush of damp April air lifts the fabric off my shoulder.
The scent of wet clover fills the kitchen like a light switch turning on.
Suddenly I am 22 again.
Standing on your back porch steps,
You were laughing with your keys between your teeth.
the gale blue cherry petals through your hair like
Confetti, that hum in the window screen sounds just like your old cassette.
one cold gust carries 5 years back into the room.
I can feel your thumbs pressed against my palms. Every warm chord comes rushing back at once. The spring wind sings the exact tune we used to play, bending the curtains while the room fills up with light. I close my eyes and I am standing right beside you in the draft, hearing your voice drift through the open patio door.
It is a melody I thought I left behind in March,
But the draft plays it back, note for note tonight.
soft brushed terry cloth drapes across the chair where you used to sit.
I touched the hem and remember how the air smelled after rain.
You had that yellow jacket zipped up to your chin. We walked down the alleyway while the blossoms fell in sheets. You whistled 4 notes that became my private code. Now the air moving through the frame repeats every
Single bar, that hum in the window screen sound just like your old cassette.
one cold gust carries 5 years back into the room.
I can feel your thumbs pressed against my palms. Every warm chord comes rushing back at once. The spring wind sings the exact tune we used to play, bending the curtains while the room fills up with light. I close my eyes and I am standing right beside you in the draft, hearing your voice drift through the open patio door.
It is a melody I thought I left behind in March,
But the draft plays it back, note for note tonight.
seasons turn their pages, but the breeze keeps the exact same tone.
A low whistle through the gap in the glass frame.
For 3 seconds, the distance disappears completely.
I hear you laugh, caught in the swirl of green leaves outside.
It is not grief, it is just a song that comes around again.
The spring wind sings the exact tune we used to play, bending the curtains while the room fills up with light. I close my eyes and I am standing right beside you in the draft, hearing your voice drift through the open patio door.
It is a melody I thought I left behind in March,
But the draft plays it back, note for note tonight.
the linen settles quiet against my skin again. The gust eases down to a whisper on the floorboards.
Just a spring wind melody.
Just your ghost in the draft. .1104 glows against my quiet wall, and the rainy traffic hums down below in the street. I close my eyes and skip past the chill of this fall, picturing a time when our afternoons feel sweet. We will own a little porch where the palm branches sway, where the salt air dries on our skin late in the day.
I can see the yellow Porsche light coming on, Long after all the crowded, stressful days are gone,
You will be laughing with your hair pinned back.
no notification sounds,
No suitcases to pack. We are
gonna build an endless summer right here. No calendars ticking, no winter left to fear.
just white linen in the breeze and ice in a glass.
Watching every golden second take its time to pass.
I can feel that
Future burning warm against my hand.
barefoot together on our own piece of sand. It is 5 years away, maybe 4,
Maybe 3, but I am already walking through that open front door.
You were setting down 2 cold drinks for you and for me, leaving small wet footprints on the terracotta floor.
No alarm set on our phones when the moon climbs high,
Just a long blue evening,
stretching clear across the sky.
I can see the
Yellow porch light coming on. Long after all the crowded, stressful days are gone,
You will be laughing with your hair pinned back.
no notification sounds,
No suitcases to pack.
We are gonna build an endless summer right here. No calendars ticking, no winter left to fear.
Just white linen in the breeze and ice in a glass.
Watching every golden second take its time to pass.
I can feel that
Future burning warm against my hand.
barefoot together on our own piece of sand. The city outside is fast and cold tonight,
Everyone is rushing past under neon street lights.
but I swear to you, darling, I am making this vow.
We are heading for the place that I am dreaming of now,
Where July never fades into September gray.
and we live forever in the warmth of that day.
We are gonna
Build an endless summer right here. No calendars ticking, no winter left to fear.
just white linen in the breeze and ice in a glass.
Watching every golden second take its time to pass. I can feel that future burning warm against my hand.
Barefoot together on our own piece of sand.
11:04 on the wall, ticking slow.
But I am holding on to where we are gonna go.
An endless summer, just you and me.
An endless summer,
Right by the sea.
just you and me. A sleek silver lighter sits between our drinks, refracting purple neon from the 85th floor. I watch your fingernails trace the condensation, counting every second before you look across the board.
The whole skyline bleeds into a quiet river. 10,000 golden windows flickering like stars. I keep my answers simple so my voice won't shiver, hiding all the heavy feelings resting in my heart.
You tilt your head and smile at the ambient noise,
And I lose my place in what I meant to say.
There's a dangerous comfort in the tone of your voice,
Pulling every wall I built right out of the way. Under these romantic city lights, I'm falling without telling you a word. The grit of amber burning through the night is louder than the thoughts you haven't heard.
we're spending in this warm, my
midnight pass.
Your phone buzzes once on the dark marble table. You turn it face down with a whisper and a laugh.
I try to keep my composure cool and stable, calculating distance on this velvet telegraph.
Traffic flows like copper threads along the avenue. A million lives moving down below our feet.
All I really care about is leaning into you, listening to the way our quiet pauses meet.
You reach for your water and your elbow brushes mine.
An electric spark that lingers on my skin.
I wonder if you're reading every single line,
Written on the feeling that I'm keeping tucked within. Under these romantic city lights, I'm falling without telling you a word. The grit of amber burning through the night is louder than the thoughts you haven't heard. We're spending in this warm, modern glow. Two shadows framed against the glass.
I wanna hold this moment, keep it slow.
Never let the midnight pass.
If I spoke my mind right now,
Would it change the air?
would the balcony tilt and drop us in the street? Or would you pull me closer,
Say you're already there.
making every secret in my chest complete?
The tower sways just a fraction in the wind, and my heart follows right behind. Under these romantic city lights, I'm falling without telling you a word. The grit of amber burning through the night is louder than the thoughts you haven't heard. We're spending in this warm, modern glow. Two shadows framed against the glass.
I wanna hold this moment, keep it slow.
And never let the midnight pass.
A sleek silver light arrests between our drinks.
The city keeps humming its endless soft tune.
I catch your eyes in the reflection on the pane,
And let my silent love fill up the room.
ooh, yeah. Dry maple leaves rattle along the curb outside your lower level window. A street sweeper hums slow through the avenue, pushing the yellow dusk around. You've been staring at your lock screen for 40 minutes straight, trying to answer messages that can't easily wait. I brought 2 paper cups with cardboard sleeves from the corner shop, because I knew you needed a reason to let the world stop. The air outside is dropping fast tonight, and your apartment radiator's clicking on the right. Unclench your jaw, put down that heavy pen. We're allowed to just sit quiet once again.
Let the October breeze wrap around the glass, while I pull this heavy knit across your back.
You don't need a map for where the season goes,
Just warm hands resting on your chillier toes.
it's a golden kind of shelter
When the leaves start falling,
soft brown
cardigan for when the night comes crawling.
here with you,
Right where we belong.
wrapped inside autumn's gentle song. The city bus air brakes us against the wet brick pavement down below. You finally sigh and pull your heels up onto the couch cushion. Remember when we thought September was the hardest part? Now the air smells like spiced cloves and a lighter heart. You don't have to explain why you felt so low all week. I can hear the quiet healing in the way you speak.
The air outside is dropping fast tonight, and your apartment radiator's clicking on the right. Unclench your jaw, put down that heavy pen. We're allowed to just sit quiet once again. Let the October breeze wrap around
gentle song. Summer was a rush that tore us out of breath.
Now the trees are shedding what is left to rest.
It isn't coldness, friend, it's just room to breathe. Watch the amber streetlights flicker through the trees.
You're safe right here in the shift of things. Let the October breeze wrap around the glass while I pull this heavy knit across your back.
You don't need a map for where the season goes.
Just warm hands resting on your chillier toes. It's a golden kind shelter when the leaves start falling.
A soft brown
Cardigan for when the night comes crawling.
here with you, right where we belong, wrapped inside autumn's gentle song.
The street sweeper passes by once more. Steam rises off your cup beside the floor.
Rest your head, let the shadows grow long. We're safe inside
Autumn's gentle song. Damn clover and crushed sweet grass and the afternoon warmth around them. She points to the yellow yarrow reaching through the iron gate. He laughs and tucks a tiny stem behind her ear, watching how her shadow blends into his on the gravel path. They do not need a garden plan or greenhouse glass to feel the soil turning soft at last. She kicks a pebble into the tall weeds. He catches her wrist just to pull her close. Neither one spoke about tomorrow yet, but they both know where this feeling goes. Look at them now, blooming out of nowhere. Bright purple petals in the city dust. They built a kingdom without a fence line, learning how quiet turns into trust. Wildflowers growing through the broken sidewalk, rooted in the light they found today. No forced rain, no heavy promises, just two hearts open in the natural way. Chicory blue and buttercups outline the rusty tracks. He holds her cardigan while she kneels down to look. Her fingers trace the pollen on a wild stem, reading every blossom like a dog-eared book. They have been hurt by polished perfect things before, so this messy beauty means a whole lot more. She kicks a pebble into the tall weeds. He catches her wrist just to pull her close. Neither one spoke about tomorrow yet, but they both know where this feeling goes. Look at them now, blooming out of nowhere. Bright purple petals in the city dust. They built a kingdom without a fence line, learning how quiet turns into trust. settles down behind the brick line. She holds a handful of yellow Yarrow. He walks beside her with his hands in his pockets. No rush, no plan for tomorrow. Just wild blooms beside their feet. Just a quiet avenue, feeling complete.
Yeah. An unspoken question fractures the dark stillness on deck as salt-drenched timber sways gently against the pier. The mooring rope slacks, dripping cold brine onto teak wood, while city lights behind us blur into amber ribbons. You lean against the cabin railing, quiet in your oversized coat, watching the dark harbor water ripple under low-hanging fog. The engine hums low, a bass line beneath our breath. We push past the bellboy swaying on the reef line. Every shadow on the shore retreats into yesterday, and the compass needle settles toward the open deep. We are sailing into tomorrow on a rising tide, leaving every heavy record on the dark, dark side. Warm wind catches canvas as the night turns blue.
No map in our hand, just the sea and you.
Out past the breaker, where the deep swells glow.
We sail into tomorrow with
Nowhere else to go. The navigation lamps cast a soft crimson beam across your face, tracing the steady curve of your jaw against the ocean wind. Distant lighthouses flash 4 times and fade into gray air as the shoreline shrinks down to a single faint silver thread. I pull the main sheet tight, feeling the hull lift softly, a smooth momentum carrying us into the clear morning dark.
the engine cuts out, leaving only the rhythm of hull on wave. We float in the wide space between where we were and where we go.
Shadow on the shore retreats into yesterday, and the compass needle settles toward the open deep.
We are sailing into tomorrow on a rising tide,
Leaving
every heavy record on the dark, dark side.
warm wind catches canvas as the night turns blue.
No map in our hand, just the sea and you.
Out past the breaker,
Where the deep swells glow, we sail into tomorrow with
nowhere else to go. Soft indigo water stretches endless toward the line.
where the first gold edge of dawn begins to shine.
No regrets anchored in the harbor we left behind.
Just a clean horizon waiting in its own sweet time. We are sailing into tomorrow on a rising tide,
Leaving every heavy record
on the dark, dark side.
warm wind catches canvas as the night turns blue.
No map in our hand, just the sea and you.
Out past the breaker,
Where the deep swells glow, we sail into tomorrow.
nowhere else to go. The ball spits the water into bioluminescent light.
Two shadows on the deck heading straight through the night.
Sailing into tomorrow,
The harbor wall is gone,
just the open sea and us. Where does the rest of the week vanish? To when the room turns honey gold, your ankle hooked over my knee, half a blanket left to share, and my mug is sweat and steam against my wrist. Dapple light making tiny grids through the sheer curtain weave.
I was thinking about my phone sitting dark in the hallway, then I stopped thinking about it at all. The steam circles twice, then disappears into the ceiling fan draft. No place to run today, no call to take, just a slow click of the clock skipping beat. Your shoulder warm where the shadow breaks. This is that Sunday state of mind, stretching out the seconds till we lose all track of time. Cold brew on the counter and your laughter on the rug. Nothing in the world feels half as heavy as it was. We got the windows cracked wide, letting in the street sound, letting in the breeze, floating in a feeling that comes so easily.
Did I leave the radio playing soft from last night? Lo-fi chords slipping through the hallway, baseboards and the toast is slightly singed around the edges. Butter pooling up like little yellow lakes.
You are moving around in an oversized shirt, trying to remember where you put your slippers, and my toes catch the edge of the woven throw rug. Everything soft, everything unhurried. Why were we ever running so fast on Thursday?
No place to run today, no call to take, just a slow click of the clock skipping beat. Your shoulder warm where the shadow breaks.
This is that Sunday state of mind, stretching out the seconds till we lose all track of time.
Cold brew on the counter and your laughter on the rug. Nothing in the world feels half as heavy as it was. We got the windows cracked wide,
letting in the street sound, letting in the breeze, floating in a feeling that comes so easily.
thought about fixing that cabinet latch downstairs. Thought about calling my sister back. Then your hand touches my knuckles and the kitchen tile feels like velvet under bare heels. Why count the hours when the day just breathes? Everything we need is right between these four walls, and the sunlight leaning on the countertop.
This is that Sunday state of mind, stretching out the seconds till we lose all track of time.
Cold brew on the counter and your laughter on a rug. Nothing in the world feels half as heavy as it was. We got the windows cracked wide,
letting in the street sound, letting in the breeze, floating in a feeling that comes so easily.
Honey dripping off the wooden spoon. 10, 15, 11, 12. Who cares what time it is anyway? Just your head against my shoulder. Bare feet on oak, unhurried Sunday. Dense oak frame sink steady down into the hardwood floor. I feel the total weight of this chair holding me up, while steam drifts slowly from a freshly poured cup. Around this corner table, familiar voices blend, and across the scratched varnish sit my oldest friends. If I could reach back 10 short years ago tonight, I would tell you that the dark turns into simple light.
You were always running out of breath, trying to predict what might be left, counting every mistake like a debt.
Scared of things that haven't happened yet. Dear younger heart, you don't need to fight the tide.
The friends you feared you'd lose are sitting by my side.
We still order dark roast and laugh until we cry.
Oh, and all those heavy questions finally got their why.
The chair beneath me holds me grounded, calm and clear.
I wish you knew how warm it ended up right here.
Remember how you stayed awake until the sky turned gray, panicking that adulthood would wash the joy away. Now Maya passes cinnamon across the maple top, and Leo tells a story that makes the whole room stop.
The quiet desperation that you
warm between my steady palms.
The afternoon arrives in gentle open psalms.
Nothing real was lost along the way.
You survived the storm to taste today.
Heavy wooden chair keeping me right here.
You made it through the fear.
Sipping black coffee with the ones who stay.
Just look at the life we made.
Dear younger heart,
We made it here.
rose gold reflection floats along the tide, where the wooden pilings meet the foam.
You turned your head and asked if I knew why. The swells keep rolling back towards home.
I said it's just the gravity at play, pulling everything we try to hold.
You laughed a little, leaning on the rail, watching every crest turn into gold.
I don't know your name or where you're bound,
Just two silhouettes on
salt-soaked ground. The tide keeps pushing rhythm through the floor,
asking questions
we ain't asked before.
Look at those dancing waves swaying in the dark, catching every little sparkle, every rising spark.
You say you came out here to catch your breath. I came out here
Here to leave a few regrets. Now we're just standing in the shifting blue, talking like I spent a lifetime knowing you.
You pointed at a ship out on the line, asking if I'd ever leave the coast. I told you that I think about it sometimes, when the winter feels a little like a ghost.
You shed a quarter of a folded orange, said you hit the road about a week ago. Simple words between two passing lives, underneath the low tide, steady glow.
I don't know your name or where you're bound, just
Two silhouettes on salt-soaked ground,
the tide keeps pushing rhythm,
through the floor,
asking questions.
we ain't asked before. Look at those dancing waves swaying in the dark, catching every little sparkle, every rising spark.
You say you
Came out here to catch your breath.
I came out
Here to leave a few regrets. Now we're just standing in the shifting blue, talking like I spent a lifetime knowing you.
maybe in an hour you'll be gone down the highway,
Maybe I'll go back inside and turn the lamps low.
but right now the water bends 100 different ways.
And there's nowhere else we really need to go.
Look at those dancing waves swaying in the dark.
Catching every little sparkle, every rising spark.
You say you
Came out here to catch your breath. I came out here to leave a few regrets. Now we're just standing in the shifting blue, talking like I spent a lifetime knowing you. The phone keeps breaking on the pier. Two strangers feeling perfectly clear, watching the rhythm of the crest. Nothing
mentioned yesterday that yellow swallowtails only land when the air stays perfectly still. I watched 3 of them rest on the damp terracotta right beside the cracked rim of the watering pot. Your half-empty iced mattress sits cold on the bench, a green ring of condensation soaking into the wood. The humidity gauge reads 84%, and there is a stray eyelash sticking to your cheekbone.
Every little detail keeps catching my eye, from the silver zipper on your linen jacket
to the way the glass roof reflects the blue sky. Nothing is moving too fast in here.
Under the matted dome where the marigolds bloom, we are collecting tiny moments in this quiet room. Orange wings fluttering on lavender stems, soft shadows drifting over folded denim hems. It feels like a dream that we built out of dust, just small observations and patient trust.
A tiny blue morphle landed on your wrist strap, shimmering like oil on a wet city street. You held your left breath so you would not disturb it, your sneakers slightly crooked down by your feet.
There is a tear in the leaf of the big monster, a drop of sweet nectar spilling onto the stone.
The gardener speaker plays a soft slow jam, and your thumb traces circles on my palm half shown. Every single motion is taking its time, from the mist spraying overhead every 10 minutes
To the way your lilac rhymes with mine.
nothing is rushing us out today.
Under the netted dome where the marigolds bloom, we are collecting tiny moments in this quiet room. Orange wings fluttering on lavender stems, soft shadows drifting over folded denim hems. It feels like a dream that we built out of dust, just small observations and patient trust.
Notice how the sunlight hits the copper watering can,
Notice how the glass house
holds the summer in its hand.
You said yesterday this place would heal the noise.
Now I am tracking every wing beat,
Listening to your voice,
a speck of pollen floating near your collarbone.
a pair of clipped tickets lying on a stepping stone. Under the netted dome where the marigolds bloom, we are collecting tiny moments in this quiet room. Orange wings fluttering on lavender stems, soft shadows drifting over folded denim hems. It feels like a dream that we built out of dust, just small observations and patient trust.
A white cabbage moth on the edge of your shoe.
The clock on the wall ticking slow at 2:22.
You said yesterday they only land when it is still,
Now we are standing right here,
completely still.
just small observations.
Completely still. Coarse brush flannel rubs against my wrist, a warning weave that smells like mountain air. I pull the collar tight and catch the drift of clover pollen trapped inside the thread right there.
Suddenly I'm standing on the ridge, looking down at terraced pasture lines. Your hand tucked inside my heavy sleeve, laughing as the wind
secret dreams you had kept in,
while quiet slopes pulled all our whispers in.
those whispering green hills call me back,
Tracing every footprint on the track.
underneath the endless
Sea of grass, we swore that summer afternoon would last.
I can feel the soft breeze
Roll again, where the emerald earth became our friend.
whispering green
Hills hold the sound
of two young hearts on sacred ground. Soft rib cuffs still bear the grass stain mark,
from when we rolled down to the valley floor
you laughed until the shadows turned dark.
and said you never wanted anything more.
I touched the faded hand and shut
My eyes hearing how the tall blades brushed your knees.
the low hum of the valley taking flight.
A quiet echo riding through the trees.
The slope was emerald
Stretching to the sky,
and every gentle crest
began to sigh.
you told me secret dreams you had kept in,
While quiet slopes pulled all our whispers in. Those whispering green hills call me back, tracing every footprint on the track.
underneath the endless
Sea of grass, we swore that summer afternoon would last.
I can feel the soft breeze
Roll again, where the emerald earth became our friend.
whispering
Green hills hold the sound
of two young hearts on sacred ground.
Years go by and concrete fills my view,
But this old woven sweater holds the truth of you.
one small thread unravels in my palm.
It brings me right back to that endless coast.
Those whispering green hills call me back,
Tracing every footprint
print on the track.
underneath the endless.
Sea of grass, we swore that summer afternoon would last.
I can feel the soft breeze
Roll again, where the emerald earth became our friend.
whispering
Green hills hold the sound
of two young hearts on sacred ground.
coarse brushed flannel on my skin tonight.
The green hills whisper
In the twilight light,
I hear your laughter softly down the slope.
a simple sweater woven out of hope.
For 15 blanks from the microwave LED, cast in a cool green hum across the kitchen counter. I imagine a Tuesday 6 years from tonight, when the heavy clouds finally break open for good.
You will be pouring lukewarm coffee into two mismatched mugs, and the air will smell like damp concrete giving way to dry pavement. All these heavy arguments we are having right now will just be dust under a rug we haven't bought yet.
I can see the exact angle of the afternoon, bending through the double
Pane window glass,
We won't even talk about the years it took to heal. We will just stand there,
letting the light back in. There is a full spectrum waiting at the end of this hallway, where the storm washes out and the colors do not fade.
we are gonna pull down the blinds just to watch the refraction.
A bright arc of promise across
3:22 on the dashboard screen. That is another timestamp I picture in my mind. We will be driving back from some random grocery run, laughing at how serious we used to be. The sky will be the washed out violet color that only happens right when the downpour ends. Your hand on the gear shift, easy and calm. No more holding back the things we need to say.
I can see the exact angle of the afternoon bending through the double pane window glass.
We won't even talk about the years it took to heal. We will just stand there,
letting the light back in. There is a full spectrum waiting at the end of this hallway, where the storm washes out and the colors do not fade.
We're gonna pull down the blinds just to watch the reflection.
A bright arc of promise across the hardwood floor.
After all of this rain, after all of these quiet tears,
I see you sitting right there in the warm light.
right now the thunder is shaking the glass, and we are standing on opposite sides of the room.
But I am reaching forward into a day that hasn't come yet.
Holding on to the moment the sky turns clear. It is not a fantasy,
It is just patience with a timeline.
knowing every storm eventually runs out of water.
There is a full spectrum waiting at the end of this hallway, where the storm washes out and the colors do not fade.
We are gonna pull down the blinds just to watch the refraction.
A bright arc of promise across the hardwood floor.
After all of this rain, after all of these quiet tears,
I see you sitting right there in the warm light.
4:15 on a future afternoon.
The moisture dries along the windowsill.
We made it through the storm.
We made it to the light.
A tiny brass matchbox catches light, right where the wooden grain turns deep. I count the scratches in the metal, listening to the quiet secrets that you keep.
You shift your wrist, your bracelet clicks, and my mind just circles back to now. I used to rush through every moment, but you taught my racing thoughts exactly how.
The afternoon is getting heavy,
Melting into something
slow and sweet. I watch the shadows pull across the floorboards,
tracing where our feet
almost meet.
I'm staying right here till the colors fade, losing track of hours in the shade you made. We don't need a single plan for tonight, just this quiet patience in the dying light.
Hold my hand against the changing sky.
Let the golden hours pass us by.
I'm yours until sunset,
Yours until dusk,
living in this warm air
built for us.
The ice inside your glass dissolves to water, leaving wet rings on the pine. I wonder if you noticed how my breathing falls in perfect rhythm with your line.
You laugh at something on your phone, and I store every detail in my head. There is nowhere else on earth I would rather be than sitting in the space with things unsaid.
The afternoon is getting heavy,
Melting into something
slow and sweet.
I watch the shadows pull across the
Floorboards
tracing where our feet
almost meet.
I'm staying right here till the colors fade, losing track of hours in the shade you made. We don't need
ticks faster, I won't care. I'm breathing in the amber in your hair. The horizon swallow up the red. I'm hearing everything you never said.
My heart is heavy with a simple grace, locked inside the quiet of your space. I'm staying right here till the colors fade, losing track of hours in the shade you made. We don't need a single plan for tonight, just this quiet patience in the dying light.
Hold my hand
Against the changing sky, let the golden hours pass us by.
I'm yours until sunset,
Yours until dusk,
living in this warm air built for us.
the matchbox dims in faint twilight.
That orange bleeds away to
Purple night, still right here, still right beside you.
ooh, yeah. A distant bus brake squeaks against the curb. You rest your coffee mug on the sill. You say you spent all night going over every word, trying to make the memory stand still.
Your phone screen dims to black between your palms. You wonder if the affection was ever true. I wrap a blanket around your shoulders, keeping calm, and tell you I am walking out with you.
Let's leave this heavy apartment room behind. Put your worn out sneakers on your feet.
There is a quieter answer we can find,
Where the salt air cools the morning heat.
love was written in the sand, sketched out by a trembling hand. Even if the water takes the letters away, it doesn't mean it wasn't real yesterday.
I will stand right here beside the shore,
Helping you make sense of what came before. Love was written in the sand, my friend, and I'll be here when the tide comes in.
yeah. The low tide leaves a canvas soft and white. You take a dry twig from the dune. You carve two initials right beside the tide, underneath the pale late morning moon.
You ask me why we build things meant to fade, why we give our hearts to shifting ground. I say it's about the feeling that we made, not just the marks that stay around.
So let the sea foam wash across the groove.
Let the ocean take what it demands.
There is nothing left you have to prove.
Holding your shadow in my hand. Love was written in the sand, sketched out by a trembling hand. Even if the water takes the letters away, it doesn't mean it wasn't real yesterday.
I will stand right here beside the shore,
Helping you make sense of what came before. Love was written in the sand, my friend, and I'll be here when the tide comes in.
Some heartbreaks feel like losing every shore.
Like drifting out where you can't reach the floor.
But impermanence is just another kind of grace, leaving room for
New steps in this place.
Look at the coastline stretched out bright and new. Every single mile belongs to you.
Love was written in the sand, sketched out by a trembling hand. Even if the water takes the letters away, it doesn't mean it wasn't real yesterday.
I will stand right here beside the shore,
Helping
You let the broken timber go,
step by step along the damp ground.
listen to the ocean sound.
I'm right here beside you, my friend.
Every time a story finds its end. Sweet pine resin floats across the porch as Maya sets two stoneware cups onto the bench. Julian unties his canvas shoes in silence, watching the lake turn into polished pewter. Neither one checks a phone or counts the minutes, letting the quiet settle in the tall reeds.
The world out there keeps running fast, racing past every open door. But right here where the shadows stretch, they do not need a single thing more.
Where the water moves slow,
They let the afternoon breathe easy, dipping toes in the clear gray tide, watching ripples soft and white. No clocks to chase, no place to go.
just staying right where the water moves slow.
He skips a flat slate stone across the surface, counting four small circles on the glass. She leans her head against the cedar railing, watching a blue heron gently pass.
A wooden rowboat sways beside the pilot, locked in a rhythm calm and sweet.
The world out there keeps running fast, racing past every open door. But right here where the shadows stretch, they do not need a single thing more.
Where the water moves slow,
They let the afternoon breathe easy, dipping toes in the clear gray tide, watching ripples soft and white. No clocks to chase, no place to go.
just staying right where the water moves slow. Neon signs used to keep them awake,
Wondering what they were missing,
now all they hear is the lap of the lake.
and the sound of the evening listening.
Her shoulder rests against
His arm,
held by the steady, quiet
charm. Where the water moves slow, they let the afternoon breathe easy, dipping toes in the clear gray tide, watching ripples soft and white. No clocks to chase, no clocks to chase, no place to go.
just staying right where the water moves slow.
Two empty cups on the wooden floor, gentle drift along the shore. No place to go
Where the water moves slow. The sudden thought of staying forever slices clean through the silence of the patio. Low string lights cast a honey tint over your worn denim jacket. The glass ceiling above us opens up to a black velvet sky filled with faint constellation grid. An idle espresso machine hums behind the counter like an ancient heartbeat. Your thumb traces the ceramic rim of your cup, sending small ripples across dark roast. Outside, the city hums its late night bassline softly against the glass. Inside, 2 ice cubes melt down into amber syrup while we watch the sky. You lean across the polished walnut table, eyes catching the overhead starlight. And every quiet breath we take feels heavier than the clock on the wall. Under the Starlight Cafe roof tonight, we are caught in a cinematic slow burn frame.
Warm coffee cooling down between 4 hands while constellations drift across the bay.
No place to run,
No midnight train
to catch before the morning glow
appears. Just starlight on the bistro tiles and your laughter echoing sweet and clear.
A gentle breeze nudges the canvas awning, scattering shadows across the floorboards. You point toward Cassiopeia, resting right above the high-rise silhouette. My phone sits face down on the napkin, completely forgotten in the velvet air. The barista in the corner wipes down brass fixtures under low pendant lamps. Every detail feels recorded on soft film, sharp and golden at the edges.
Outside, the city hums its late night bassline softly against the glass.
Inside,
2 ice cubes melt down into amber syrup while we watch the sky.
you lean across the polished walnut table, eyes catching the overhead starlight. And every quiet breath we take feels heavier than the clock on the wall.
Under the Starlight Cafe roof tonight, we are caught in a cinematic slow burn frame. Warm coffee cooling down between 4 hands while constellations drift across the bay.
No place to run,
No midnight train
to catch before the morning glow
appears. Just starlight on the bistro tiles and your laughter echoing sweet and clear.
Look at how the silver dust from above spills into our cold brew glasses. We don't need a script for this midnight hour. The scene writes itself in low light. Your fingers tangle gently with mine, right beside the sugar dispenser. The rest of the world fades into deep background blur while the stars hold us still.
Under the Starlight Cafe roof tonight,
We're caught in a
cinematic slow burn frame. Warm coffee cooling down between 4 hands while constellations drift across the bay.
no place to run,
No midnight train
to catch before the morning glow
appears. Just starlight on the bistro tiles and your laughter echoing sweet and clear.
The bistro
Lights dim down to a faint amber glow. Stars stay frozen right above our quiet table.
steam rising toward Orion in the late night air.
Just you and me until the world wakes up.
Where does the noise go when the tide pulls back into deep water? I'm leaning my elbows on the weathered cypress railing, thinking about the way your laugh sounded over the speaker last night, half faded through bad reception. And now the sea air's coming in
Warm, humid, everywhere spray, pulling in my collar while my mind just skips across thoughts like smooth stones.
I wonder if you're awake on your side of the island, if you can hear the same steady rush against the seawall.
My phone is lying face down on the bench.
I do not even feel like
Checking the time.
the wind is carrying notes from somewhere down the beach.
And every breath I take feels like a full sentence I forgot to say out loud. This ocean wind is singing its own slow melody to Maybe the harmony will find you, bringing every unsaid thought right back to your door.
The white foam curls over dark sand, leaving patterns that disappear before I can trace them. I'm drawing circles on the cool glass in my hand, remembering how you mentioned you love the sound of wind chimes. There are 3 of them hanging from the neighbor's eaves, ringing in minor chords that clash and then settle in perfect balance.
I keep thinking about the way we left things not broken, just unfinished like a half-written chorus on a voice memo.
And I am surprisingly okay with that today.
My fingers drag through the cool air. I do not care if the light gets covered by high clouds. The breeze keeps whistling softly against the palm leaves,
And every thought of you just bends and flows with the swell.
this ocean wind is singing its own slow melody today, sweeping over low dunes and humming right through the porch screens. I let my thoughts drift out to where the blue turns dark, carried away on a current that knows exactly where it is going. If I just stay still, maybe the harmony will find you, bringing every unsaid thought right back to your door.
It is a strange kind of peace when you stop trying to fix the rhythm,
Just letting the atmospheric baseline roll over the shoreline.
no answers needed for the questions hanging in the damn pace. The air is moving, the water is breathing, and somehow I am right in the
Middle of it all, thinking of your voice. This ocean wind is singing its own slow melody today, sweeping over low dunes and humming right through the porch screens. I let my thoughts drift out to where the blue turns dark, carried away on a current that knows exactly where it is going. If I just stay still, maybe the harmony will find you, bringing every answered thought right back to your door. The tide keeps breathing in and down
soul spray
on my skin,
a silent question carried away across the waves.
just the breeze and the water singing together.
Just me listening to the coast. Have your pine legs pressed deeply into the damp patio wood? I sit right here where you never thought we could. You held your chest like the air was gonna run out soon, tracing shadows on the ceiling of a crowded room.
The coffee steams softly in the ceramic cup, while the garden breathes slowly as the world wakes up.
Look at the glass leaves dripping in the early air. Every single drop is proof we made it there.
I wish I could send this back across the years to catch your falling tears.
You do not have to carry every heavy sky alone.
The ground holds firm under every seed you have sown.
There is fresh dew shining on the grass today,
Washing all the dust of yesterday away.
take a slow breath,
Let your shoulders drop down. We built a quiet life outside that noisy town.
I remember 22 staring at the kitchen clock, waiting for a sign for a rusted door to unlock. You thought the panic was the only thing you had to give, forgetting there was so much more left to live. Now this dirty sea carries my full weight with ease, surrounded by the gentle rustle of the garden trees.
Look at the glass leaves dripping in the early air. Every single drop is proof we made it there.
I wish I could send this back across the years
To wipe away those fears. You do not have to carry every heavy sky alone. The ground holds firm under every seed you have sown.
There is fresh dew shining on the grass today,
Washing all the dust of yesterday away. Take a slow breath, let your shoulders drop down. We built a quiet life outside that noisy town.
tiny teardrop that you spilled back then feeds the green grass where I sit again.
It was not wasted time, it was not lost in vain. Look at what grew after all that rain. The wooden legs hold steady on the floor.
You do not have to fight the darkness anymore.
Fresh dew on the leaves, a soft brand new start.
Rest easy now,
my younger heart.
saffron colored luminescence drips along the grain. You pull your dusty boots up off the side of the lane.
You ask me if the city's far beyond this rolling crest. I tell you it is a lifetime away if you wanna rest.
We do not know each other's names or where we going next. Just two silhouettes reading the same unwritten text.
The wind plays notes across the endless golden wheat. You offer half a paper cup and take a wooden seat.
You say
you need it quiet just to hear your mind. I say that quiet is the hardest thing to find.
So talk to me, stranger, while the afternoon goes slow.
We are just two shadows standing in the harvest glow.
No history to carry
and no promises to keep.
Just golden wheat fields
sinking in the silence deep.
Tell me what brought you out to where the gravel
ends before we walk away and turn into old friends.
Copper tinted shadows stretch between your hands and mine.
You laugh about a train you missed somewhere back down the line.
You tell me about your sister and the garden that she grew.
I tell you about a dream I had that almost came through.
It is funny how a stranger feels like somebody you knew.
When the color of the evening turns a dusty violet blue. The wind plays notes across the endless golden wheat. You offer half a paper cup and take a wooden seat. You say you need it quiet just to hear your mind. I say that quiet is the hardest thing to find.
So talk to me, stranger,
while the afternoon goes slow.
We are just two shadows
standing in the harvest glow.
No history to carry
and no promises to keep.
Just golden wheat fields
sinking in the silence deep.
Tell me what brought you out to where the gravel
ends before we walk away and turn into old friends.
In 10 more minutes you will be heading to the western track.
I will take the northern footpath and I will not look back.
But right here in this field of gold we gave each other space
to say the honest things we couldn't say in any other place.
Saffron turns to indigo
above the golden toll.
Safe travels to you, stranger,
as the night begins to fall.
Just a memory on the boundary wire.
Warm amber light and a quiet fire.
Safe travels on the You say yesterday that luck arrives in 3 small pieces. Now I notice how the water glass refracts the hall lamp onto the wall. Your blue umbrella leans beside the doorway radiator. A silver penny rests face up beside the hallway mail pile.
The neighbor's cat is waiting at the top step, completely still. Steam is hovering in thin white rings above my ceramic mug.
Every little detail seems to align without a sound.
The world is picking up this tempo from the ground.
This is how a beautiful day begins,
In the quiet space where light slowly filters in.
a list of little things that prove we're doing fine.
Your faded canvas sneakers resting right next to mine.
The subtle change of air before the city bells chime.
Everything is soft, everything is right on time.
There is a green leaf caught in the screen frame from last night's breeze.
The kettle clicks its warm plastic switch back into place.
A radio 2 doors down plays a slow 7-chord bass line.
The dust motes spin like tiny amber glass in the window beam.
Your handwriting on the sticky note says, remember to breathe.
I trace the blue ink with my thumb before I pour the tea.
Every little detail seems to align without a sound.
The world is picking up its tempo from the ground. This is how a beautiful day begins, in the quiet space where light slowly filters in.
A list of little things that prove we're doing fine.
Your faded canvas sneakers resting right next to mine.
The subtle change of air before the city bells chime.
Everything is soft, everything is right on time.
You told me yesterday that good things start out small and quiet.
I see it in the way the street sweeper turns around the block.
I see it in the yellow ribbon tied around the mailbox post.
The quiet warmth that settles on the wooden kitchen tabletop.
It is not a sudden storm or a heavy crash of sound.
Just 60 gentle seconds, turning all of this around. This is how a beautiful day begins, in the quiet space where light slowly filters in.
A list of little things that prove we're doing fine.
Your faded canvas sneakers resting right next to mine.
The subtle change of air before the city bells chime.
Everything is soft, everything is right on time.
3 small pieces just like you said.
The glass, the penny, the hours ahead.
Your blue umbrella resting at the door.
We do not need a single thing more. Right on time. Right on time.
Rhythmic cotton slides against my knuckles while I unbox the vintage trunk. The familiar weight carries every secret we hid away when we were 21.
I press the soft weave to my jaw, and suddenly the room around me dissolves.
I'm back on that midnight balcony, wind tangling in your hair, wild and untamed.
We had no blueprint for where we were going, just a full tank and cheap espresso.
Your laughter hung right against my shoulder
Through this exact same sleeve.
10 years been breath.
The hallway disappears into neon light.
I can still feel your pulse beneath my fingertips,
Rushing fast like we own the night.
we were
Reckless with our promises, wild in the dark, running on impulse, chasing every spark.
even if the calendar tries to.
Change our names underneath the surface. The fire stays the same. Time can move the shadows, years can pull apart, but we're still living inside these forever young hearts.
Yeah, yeah. Threadbare edges tell the story of the nights we stayed up arguing about the stars.
You pull the hem over your hands when the autumn chill settled in the car.
Yeah, I remember how you looked at me when the street lights flickered out at 3. No polished words, no curated lives, just pure honest energy. Now I fold the fabric back, but the heat of that July won't fade away. It's crazy how a simple garment brings back every word you used to say.
10 years spin backward in a single breath. The hallway disappears into neon light.
I can still feel your pulse beneath my fingertips,
Rushing fast like we own the night. We were reckless with our promises, wild in the dark, running on impulse, chasing every spark.
even if the calendar tries to.
Change our names underneath the surface. The fire stays the same. Time can move the shadows, years can pull apart, but we're still living inside these forever young hearts.
I turn around and see you standing in the bedroom doorway now.
A little older in the eyes, but smiling that same way somehow.
I toss the sweater over, you catch it with a laughing sigh.
And for a second, 22 comes rushing back across your eyes. We were reckless with our promises, wild in the dark, running on impulse, chasing every spark.
Even if the calendar tries to.
Change our names underneath the surface. The fire stays the same. Time can move the shadows, years can pull apart, but we're still living inside these forever young hearts.
Ribbon caught and warm between us both.
Still the same fire, still the same goal.
Forever young hearts. 842 shines from the bedside projector, casting soft lavender light across smooth cedar floors. I picture a Sunday in 35, darling, when we do not rush for the transit line doors.
The kettle is boiling with cinnamon tea. Your shoes sit beside mine in quiet agreement. A whole life established,
Easy and free. We haven't bought this apartment yet,
we haven't painted the hallway gray,
but I can already feel the warmth of coming home at the end of the day.
in the future we build with our hands. There is a porch where the afternoon lingers.
Every memory written in advance
Slipped right through our waiting fingers.
We will laugh at the days we were young and unsure, when our simple apartment was all we could hold.
In
sort of how we remember the kids that we used to call our younger selves.
Smart lights will dim to a honey-warm glow. Santa roasted pecans floating soft through the hall. No need to hurry, nowhere to go. Just your hand in my hand while the winter rain falls.
We haven't planted the garden yet.
We haven't picked up the velvet chairs,
but I already hear your soft footsteps walking down those wooden stairs.
in the future we build with our hands. There is a porch where the afternoon lingers.
Every memory
Written in advance, slipped right through our waiting fingers.
we will
Laugh at the days we were young and unsure, when our simple apartment was all we could hold.
in this vision of home that feels steady and pure.
We are keeping each other from growing too cold.
Time is a river that flows to a door. I am standing right here with the key in my palm.
I don't need a fortune, don't need any more
Then your gentle presence keeping me calm.
years ahead, looking back at tonight.
We will smile at how far we have come.
In the future we build with our hands. There is a porch where the afternoon lingers.
Every memory
Written in advance, slipped right through our waiting fingers.
we will
Laugh at the days we were young and unsure, when our simple apartment was all we could hold.
in this vision of home that feels steady and pure.
We are keeping each other
From growing too cold. 8:43 on the glowing display,
just a dream of tomorrow.
but it feels so real.
Walking beside you,
Every single day,
knowing this is how forever will feel.
right here,
In the home we will make,
safe and warm.
in the home we will make.